we all remember last year at this time. Doesn't it seem to be a different vibe between last year's Juneteenth and this year's Juneteenth? I've caught a subtle difference, especially the federal government. This is a federal holiday. It's been one since Joe Biden signed that into law. And who knows whose hand was firmly gripped around that fat auto pen. Just grab that auto pen and make Juneteenth a national holiday. No stock market, no banking. Schools are closed. The post office is closed. All this nonsense. So I have not heard Donald Trump mention Juneteenth today. He's far too busy with international affairs that are of galactic import. But just a year ago, the president and the vice president and so many other people were dancing and celebrating Juneteenth. And boy, if there's one thing I think we can all remember, it's Joe Biden just tripping the light fantastic, cutting the rug, doing a jig, perhaps. So here is a year ago. Let's watch Joe Biden on Juneteenth celebrating. Makes you want to get up and dance, doesn't it? I mean, oh yeah, he was fine. He's fine. Don't worry about don't worry about that. He's fine. Fist bump. Holy mother of pearl. I don't want to love nobody but you. I don't want to. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
And hello, I am Gavin McInnes.
Together, we're Compound Censored.
And we'd like you to subscribe to our network that has more fantastic content you could shake a stick at. Use this promo code for a one-time super offer.
Do it. It's uncensored and oh so entertaining. Wow. Now, this year, like I said, I haven't heard Trump mention it. Maybe in between me getting in the studio here and doing the show, something happened. But I don't think I've heard. I've seen a few people. I saw Ted Cruz from Texas. He put out a Juneteenth tweet, which is just, what is Ted doing? After getting his ass summarily handed to him by Tucker Carlson in an interview the other day. Holy moly. I mean, there are just some things you best have scribbled on your hand if you're going to be talking about Iran. The population of the country is one thing. If you're discussing going to war, you better know a few things. Gross national product, the, how about, yeah, there it is. Today we remember the evils of slavery, and those who dedicated themselves to its abolition and America's commitment to freedom and the God-given rights of man. And a big Juneteenth, what statue is that? That George Floyd with his toilet paper? I had a I don't know. Freedom Day. Well, God bless. I had a dream today. Yeah, so I haven't seen anything. I saw Donald Trump had two flagpoles, American flagpoles, installed on the, I believe, the south lawn of the White House. You know, how are there not big, giant flagpoles waving big, giant American flags at the White House? That should have been something you'd think another, like Reagan would have done or something. Maybe they did, and they were ripped down by some commie presidents over the course of the years. But you know, the libs on TikTok and X and everywhere else on social media, they couldn't even. They had to shit on that too. Great. Said now the White House looks like some car dealership with the big American flag. You know, like it's an American flag. It's the White House. I defy you to find another governmental place in another country where they don't have that flag, their own flag flying. So piss off. You know, you wouldn't get Biden doing it, that's for sure. So, yeah, that's what Trump has been up to. Let's remember, here's a black woman. She is talking about words, hurtful, racist words. Oh, no, I'm not talking about like racial epithets that we all know and love, that we all know, like the dreaded N-word or anything like that. But this woman, she's going to let us know that there are other words that we use every day without even thinking about it, that if you use them, you, in essence, in reality, actually, are using the N-word. Yeah, there's a few of these words. I don't know. I've used these words and never thought about the N-word. Some I have. Some of them in there I have. But let's see. Maybe we can educate. This is educating ourselves for Juneteenth. Let's listen. A black woman speaking. Listen. Pay attention. A queen is speaking. And we will see what she says and what words might as well just be the N-word. Go ahead.
10 ways you say the N-word without saying the N-word. If you use any of these terms or phrases in reference to black people, you are just as racist as the person that actually uses the N-word. Okay. Here are the words: thug, ghetto, welfare queen, lazy, race baiter, race grifter, threatening, angry, dangerous. Or you say that we're playing the victim or we are a diversity hire. What you actually mean to say is the N-word. Just stop it. If you say these words or phrases, you are calling us the N-word. If you say these ignorant racist terms or phrases around your children, you're also teaching your children to be racist just like you. So I have good news and bad news for you. Here's the bad news. You're not as non-racist as you thought you were, and you're certainly not anti-racist. Here's the good news. You can unlearn all the racist crap you've been taught and reject white supremacist ideologies that you've believed for your entire life. Now, if you're ready to do that and start becoming a part of the solution instead of a part of the problem, go to that link on my profile, sign up for my webinar replay, or do my 5-day challenge, because it's time to do better.
It is time to do better. And this Juneteenth, I'm going to listen to this woman. I heard her, and I am going to listen. I will not use any of those words. I will only use the N-word. So instead of saying thug, or dangerous, or lazy, or diversity high, or any of the other words she said in reference to a black person, she's right. Those just mean the N-word. So what she's trying to say here is just use the N-word. Don't use these other words. And I appreciate that. Again, just trying to educate the audience on this wonderful Juneteenth. See. Yeah, I hear you. Oh, you know, it doesn't just have to be black people that can educate us in the ways of Juneteenth and the black culture and give us a little insight into what is going on in the black community. White people can do this too. Now, I didn't hear this on the list, so I guess I could use this term, wig. That's right, wig. Sometimes white people act like they're black people. It's an astounding thing to see. The language, the body language, the movements, the everything. But they're white. But we can still learn from them. Here is a woman who had a chow. She had a chow with a black man, and she has the chow with her. I guess the chow's 17 years old now. And she's saying, I guess this guy is famous. I couldn't tell you. And people are asking her why she isn't rich, because I guess this guy has money. Whatever it is, she's very proud to have had this guy as her baby daddy. And just listen to the way she talks. She's adopted the whole black cultural thing and just absorbed it like a sponge. And watch her. She's inspiring this Juneteenth.
When everybody started finding out I was Duke Dennis' baby mama, y'all want to put me in that category with his other baby mamas, call me a gold digger and all that. First of all, do you see this child? 17, okay? I had him when I was pregnant with that baby before Duke blew up, before he had no money. That man was broke when I had that baby. Okay?
No money.
I'm the first baby mama.
First.
Okay? Ain't no gold digging going on over here.
None.
But y'all want to get in my comments.
Why?
And like talk this shit, and y'all don't even know, like, stop all that yapping. Because for one, that man didn't have no money when I was messing with him, okay?
No money.
None. Y'all, and it's a lot of people saying that my child too old to be his. Y'all, that man is 30-something. Okay? He 30-something. That man is not young. So y'all get out my comments and let you know what you're talking about. Y'all be loud. When everybody started finding out.
Well, could you put her back on the screen there for a second? I want to point something out that her Betty Boop hair, her Betty Boop hairdo. See, black people do this to their hair sometimes. They like use lye and glue. Sometimes they use that Gorilla Glue to glue down the hair because it's Afro hair. This woman right here could literally have a flowing head of hair, but she's on purpose doing it like a black person. She has gone to every possible length to deny her whiteness and imitate, make some kind of a goof, a cartoon character. She is a cartoon character of a black person, but she's celebrating blackness, even though she's not black. Is this acceptable on Juneteenth? Sure it is. Go out there, do your best voice and shit, and it's just part of the overall celebration, exposing people maybe to the black culture, the voice, the body language, styles, to people that might never see a black person. I don't know where that would be in America, but yeah, so feel free to do that. She did a great job. Great job. Let's see what else we got here as far as our, black people, African Americans. The first part of that is African, from the dark continent of Africa. Lest we forget the wonderful, wonderful people and culture and art, music came out of the continent of Africa. And you can't celebrate Juneteenth without remembering where that heritage comes from. Africa. So keep that in mind. Your African brothers and sisters, your heritage, African roots that we can never forget. Oh, we can never forget, can we? Africa gets a raw deal sometimes. They're looked at as not having the intelligence of people from countries in the Western nations, and perhaps not being quite as innovative Well, I beg to differ. And on this Juneteenth, I'm not going to let people talk a continent full of people that are inspired and use their wherewithal, intelligence, gumption, and I will say ingenuity to advance the culture right there in Africa. Here's what I've shown some of these before, but here's the latest from African Aviation. If you know anything about airplanes, you'll clearly see a propeller, a motor, a guy sitting at some rudimentary controls, a cinder block, landing gear. Well, anyway, let's look at this next step. Who knows? Maybe one small step for black man and one giant leap for black mankind. Let's watch. I mean, smoking or non-smoking, he's ready to go.
He's gone now.
Is that a variable pitch propeller? Oh my Lord. Look, they're all jumping on it like it's going to go somewhere. They're all getting on for the ride. Little kids. Oh, that sounds good. Chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Oh, my God. They're in the line of the propeller. If one of those flies off. Oh. They're ready to go. Get on. I like the soda bottle in the carburetor or whatever that is. That's just a soda bottle. I remember, they would tell pilots to do a little walk around, check, equipment check on their planes. And one thing that they made sure was that the soda bottle of gasoline was firmly placed into the intake of the engine. That's very important in aviation. Hey, who knows? In 50, 80,000 years, it might get that thing off the ground. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. A little more celebrating of the culture. Who wouldn't celebrate that? Aviation brought to the dark continent. A little elbow grease. If they know how to start a motor, I probably shouldn't even get into it. Like, make a pump. Make a pump for water that you can then irrigate a field with and perhaps plant. Hey, who am I to say? That's aviation. Maybe there's an agricultural guy down the street with another motor with a soda bottle in it, watering some crops. Who am I to say? Juneteenth. Juneteenth. So if you enjoyed that clip,
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.